Just been brought in to us. We suspect he's been hit by a car. I'm a little concerned about his breathing, and also he seems to have an injury to one of his hind legs. So I'm just going to pop him in for a bit of oxygen. So I'm not 100% sure what's wrong with him, but in the meantime, what we need, the first thing that's going to be a real benefit is some oxygen. So I'm going to put him on the 60% Venturi. So that goes onto the vertical part of the T-piece, and the open end of the horizontal T-piece goes on there, into the inlet port on the ICU cage. We collect the blank Venturi there, and we attach that to our anaesthetic machine. Now I'm going to switch the flow meter up here. He's getting a little bit distressed, so I'm going to give him 4 litres of oxygen here, which is supplying 8 litres into here. I'll leave my small gap so that we can assess, so that we can let the oxygen come out. You'll be surprised how quickly these cats will stabilise in here. It makes quite a difference. So say, obviously in this case we're worried he may have a ruptured diaphragm. So you can see Lennox's breathing is really quite laboured. There he goes. You can see this chest going in and out, his abdominal breathing there. So we'll leave him here just to settle. We often get the comment, ask the question, what about tearing these cages with cat's claws? It really doesn't happen, not in my experience anyway, and that's over 3 years of using these. These cats seem to settle and enjoy being in there. They feel quite safe in there. They can see out, but also the oxygen seems to have a calming effect. There he is. He's quite happy to settle down now. Goodbye, Lennox. Goodbye. Okay, so we're going to leave him on oxygen for a bit. Once he's stabilised, we're going to try and take some X-rays. Here he is. He's just finding where he's comfortable. As you can still see quite a respiratory effort there. But he's now a lot more comfortable. As I say, if you think that the animal may be overheating, then the important thing is to turn the flow rate up. If you find that your flow rate on your anaesthetic machine or on your oxygen flow meter won't go any higher, the large animal ones will go up to 10 litres, some of the small animal ones will only go as high as 6 or 8. If that's the case, then you're better to switch to a lower Venturi, perhaps the 40% Venturi, which is going to allow for that higher flow rate. So you're trading a little bit of the oxygen enrichment that you're giving, but for the higher flow rate to keep them cool. This problem of overheating is a problem in any oxygen tent, but this one at least addresses the situation. Okay. Okay.
Shall I start?
Yeah, you make yourself comfortable, Lennox. Okay. For about an hour now, and is very much more settled. His breathing, his respiration rates come down from something like 80 breaths a minute down to about 40. So we can now hopefully take him to X-ray. So we can just take him out and shut our oxygen off, take him to X-ray, hopefully get some conscious X-rays so that we know what we need to be doing with this chest. Okay, and he's off to it. So we've managed to get so not exactly straight chest X-rays in Lennox. We've found that he doesn't have a pneumothorax, he doesn't have a ruptured diaphragm. He does have a shattered left femur, which we'll attend to later. He's had pain and medication when he came in. So you can see he's a little bit distressed after having had the trauma of being held for his X-ray or having his X-ray. So we'll just let him settle down again. However, now we know that he doesn't have a chest injury or a serious chest injury, we're going to step this Venturi down, okay? So now we figure that there could be bruising or whatever within the lungs, but there's certainly no ruptured diaphragm, there's no fluid in the chest that we can see, there's no air in the chest. So we're actually going to step Lennox down here to the 40% Venturi. So there we are. So he's gone on to 40% Venturi. So Venturi is providing 40% enriched oxygen. For every 1 litre of oxygen we provide here, we're drawing in just over 3 litres of air. So our total flow rate for every 1 litre of oxygen is 4 litres of 40% oxygen enriched air per minute. So we were running it at 4 litres before because we were worried about overheating. So if we're now running at 4 litres on this one, on the 40% oxygen, we're now drawing in 12 litres, giving a total flow rate of 16 litres a minute. He doesn't seem to be distressed, he doesn't seem to be overheating, so I'm going to step that down. I'm going to step that back down to the 2 litres a minute. So that's going to bring down, that's going to be drawing in 8 litres, so a total of 10 litres a minute of flow rate of oxygen.